live from Oakland, California in the Bay Area. MLB The Show brings you baseball on a rainy night. It's the Boston Red Sox going up against the Oakland Athletics. Joined by my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Rafael Devers riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. He's homered in 4 straight games.
He is managing to find pitches that he can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for him. As long as he can get the bat to it, because he's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So almost ready to get underway, and towing the slab here, Hogan Harris.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the 2nd and 3rd time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
All right, ready to get underway. And now here is Jarren Duran. And a pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And it's off the wall but foul. The line to kick the pitch. Into center. Ruiz has a beat on it. Calls it in for the out. And there's one away. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Masataka Yoshida now at the plate. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see how he backs it up here. That one ripped. Brings it in. 2 away. David Church up next for the Red Sox. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. That one hammered left field. Way back there. Out of here. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here's Rafael Devers. Caught everyone's attention yesterday afternoon with 3 homers. Hit hard. That gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
That is it. The catcher, number 3.
Here's Reese McGuire coming off an incredible hitting performance yesterday. And a base hit into right. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
All over that one right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Now a chance for Vaughn Grissom. And a foul ball. One run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Down the left field line, could be extra bases. Coming home. He scores, it's 2-0. And he's got a double. Throw cut off, down to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Athletics coming to bat. Back in Oakland, and today's starting pitcher, C.J. Quinn.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
Bottom of the first. Now here is Esteury Ruiz. The wind and the pitch. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Comes up empty.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
That one just missing inside. 1-2 to count. Down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but it certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And it gets by him.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And now, Zach Gelof. Swing at a ball popped up. Story gets under it. Squeezes it. Out. Number 2.
Batting fourth.
And time now to check out the A's lineup. Trailing by a couple of runs already, and I'm sure they'd like to erase that deficit quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to let this deficit get into your head and you're trying to just make up the difference with one swing and you really don't have the base runners on. You've got to contribute, keep the line moving, and all of a sudden you have a big inning, everything shifts, and you find yourself in the driver's seat.
J.D. Davis stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Two outs. Big swing and a miss.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game.
And down on strikes he goes, and that's the third out. The A's strand one. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Triston Casas.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Casas throws right, bats left. Hitting 7th in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2018. That's hard hit on the line. Nice grab on the run. And there's one down.
It was all over that fastball right there. I'll tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases and they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Base is empty, one away. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. This one smoked on its way out of here. They go back to back, and they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay, not in time. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now the number 2 hitter, Masataka Yoshida. 0 for 1 so far. And first offering is fouled off. Two runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 5-0.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be David Church. Swings here and blasts one left field. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's in at second with a 2-out double. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Hogan Harris out of the game, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Luis Medina on the pitch here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And here is Devers, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. That one is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 7-0. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or 2 without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sent down to the minor leagues. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And next for the Red Sox, Reese McGuire. Rips that one to right. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. And in scoring position with 2 away. Now it's the DH, Vaughn Grissom. Allen fires over to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here in the East Bay. So here's Brown at the plate.
The right fielder.
The pitch. That's a strike.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Left-hand batter waits. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Duran hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 6. The catcher,
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. That's towards center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting 7. The designated hitter, Aledmys.
And it's Aledmys Diaz.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Two down, nobody on. Swinging a foul straight back. Here comes a pitch. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the A's. They continue to trail 7-0. And we're back, all set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for Boston, Triston Casas. The pitch. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Fires to second too late. And he's got a double.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. He's already homered in this game. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 8-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So, man aboard. Here's Trevor Story now. He's already homered here in this one. And that one ripped to left. Andujar makes the grab, 1 down.
The center fielder, number 16, Jarren Duran.
Now batting Jarren Duran, 1 for 2. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with one away.
He was all over that one. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. He's 0 for 1. And that one ripped into right. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they now lead by 9.
Second base, David.
And next for the Red Sox, David Church. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Base hit center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
That's a hit. Around third. The throw in. Safe. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get...
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Mason Miller. This is his first appearance of the season. So 2 on with 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Reese McGuire. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 13-0. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Vaughn Grissom digs in now. That's a base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Waste no time there. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Now batting Tristan Casas. Line drive, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox. Right,
Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
And now Tyler O'Neill, and that's a base hit. Fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Trevor Story. And that one is lifted in the air. Makes his way towards it. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. But they score 7 times to blow this thing open. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Red Sox on top 14-0. Bottom of the inning. Digging in for Oakland, Abraham Toro. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break. Pretty rare location right there. Right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. Not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. O'Neill makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting ninth, the shortstop,
Nick Allen up next for the A's. Right through there for a strike. The Red Sox up big in this one here in the last half of the third. In the air, left field. Yoshida snags it for the second out.
the center fielder, number 1,
Esteury Ruiz up next for the A's. Led off the game with a strikeout. Swing and a pop-up. Church makes the catch, inning over. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. But this one's pretty much over. 14-0. On to the fourth. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Ruiz makes the grab, one pitch and one out.
The left fielder, number 7, Masataka.
Here's the left fielder, Masataka Yoshida. Line drive, caught.
Yikes, that ball was scorched, an absolute missile, and it almost becomes self-defense as the fielder. When one of those things comes screaming towards you, watch your lips.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for Boston, David Church. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw over to Toro, and they go down fast. 3. Bottom of the fourth, striding to the plate now for Oakland, Miguel Andujar. Quinn back to work. Foul ball there. Kicks and fires. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
On the ground, Church gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's J.D. Davis. He was a strikeout victim his first time. On its way to the corner. O'Neill makes a nice running catch. Back in Oakland, we go to the top of the 5th. So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Rafael Devers. And a pitch. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's the catcher, Reese McGuire.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
And puts the squeeze on that one. 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Vaughn Grissom.
Man at first, Vaughn Grissom up next for the Red Sox. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Makes a leap and grab for the out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, Seth Brown. Brown, 31 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
Yoshida snags it on the run.
Now batting, the catcher, Tyler.
And here's the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Smoked on the ground to second. To first, and he's out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Aledmys Diaz. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a foul ball. Right through there for a strike.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Got him swinging. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Tyler O'Neill. Miller back to work. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. Hard hit left side. Slings it across, and Story is out. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Man at second here with 2 away. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. And foul ball. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around third, he'll score easily, and the lead continues to grow. And into second easily with a 2-out double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on the tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Kyle Muller on a pitch out of the pen here.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So 2 down, and next for the Red Sox, David Church. In the air, out towards left center. Andujar makes the grab on the run. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 scheduled. As expected, we're going into a rain delay, and I have a feeling this is going to be a long break, Singy. It is really coming down as they put the tarp on the infield.
Yeah, I think we kind of saw this one coming, Boog, and it's not going to be a short break either, so guess we go grab some coffee or something, man. Go sneak in a game of the show before play picks back up.
Bring it. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these A's definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
In the air, out towards right center. On his way over. And there's one down.
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
Next up for the A's, Nick Allen. Fly to left his first time. And that's in for a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And he deals. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Ooh, he missed a mistake right there.
Popped up. And that one actually would be grabbed by Story.
Up next for Oakland, the center fielder, Esteury.
So 2 down now, and here is Esteury Ruiz. And there's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That to right. O'Neill flashes the leather on the running catch. We go to the top of the 7th. Devers now. as he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And Devers hits that one. Brown makes the catch. One down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Fought off foul. That's hard hit on the line. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Around first, heading for two. Now a relay to second. Not in time. It's a double. One down. Vaughn Grissom up next for the Red Sox. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
And that one wrapped foul. Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. Coming home. Throws to second. He's in safely at second as a run scores.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. Ripped on a line. Brown right there to make the grab. Runner tags and goes to third.
Now batting, the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill up next for the Red Sox.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. Ground ball left side. Davis with the throw to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brennan Bernardino.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's Miguel Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
The pitch. And a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Foul ball. Got him looking. One out.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Gello, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
The count.
Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. McGuire on to first. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Now it's J.D. Davis. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. And the lefty with the 0-1. And it's fouled away. The Red Sox up big in this one here in game 1 of this 3-game set. lifted in the air right center field. O'Neill getting an angle on it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Ready to begin the eighth, and stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. Muller, a tall lefty, 250 pounds, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 17-0.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Ruiz hauls it in, and there's one away. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 3. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And the 0-1. Rips one to right, and it goes just foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got his second double of the game.
The batter number 22, second baseman.
One out, runner at second. David Church will hit next. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. He made him pay for that one. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a pair. It's 19-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Scott Alexander.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So one out, nobody on. Now the third baseman, Rafael Devers. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 20-0. Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
One out, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Reese McGuire, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Vaughn Grissom, the next to hit.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Ripped to third. Gets it to first. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Back here in the East Bay, ready for the bottom of the eighth. Now it's the right fielder, Seth Brown. The pitch. He swings and fouls one off. In the air, right side. O'Neill drifts towards it. One up, one down.
Up next for Oakland.
Here's the catcher, Tyler Soderstrom. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled over to first. Two gone now.
The batter, number 6, designated hitter, Aledmys Diaz.
Aledmys Diaz now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Towards first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Out number 3. Back in Oakland, all set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the first baseman, Triston Casas. Alexander back to work. Well struck, right field. Hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
So, man aboard, and now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Smoked into left, base hit. Throw into third, in there safely.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Oh, great stop. The throw to second, safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
So the lineup flips over. Jarren Duran up next for the Red Sox. And a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
New pitcher now, Trevor Gott. This is his third time out this year.
Trevor Gott.
First and second, one out. Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Ripped, but it curls foul. One out. Runners at first and second. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Now a screamer into the outfield. And one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they extend their lead.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Man at second with one away. Now, David Church. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. The run comes in from second, and the lead continues to grow.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now it's Devers at the plate. That one blasted deep to right. That's back. And that one's gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 26-0.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
On the mound now, Lucas Erceg. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Now the catcher up to hit, Reese McGuire. And first offering is fouled off. Line drive, and it's fair, just inside the line. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Vaughn Grissom.
Vaughn Grissom now at the plate. Out to center. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
The batter, the first baseman, Triston Casas.
So digging in, Triston Casas. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 28-0.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
So up next, Tyler O'Neill. That's ripped. Base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Well struck left field on Duhar. Going back. Up against the wall and brings it in. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. Major League Baseball is on the show. And we're back. Last chance for the home team. And now the first baseman, Abraham Toro. And here it comes. Bounce to the right side. Whips it to Casas. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Nick Allen.
Next to hit, Nick Allen. Down the line. And that's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. On the ground, right side. Whips it to Casas. And a couple of quick outs.
The center fielder, number 1.
So they're down to their final out. Esteury Ruiz up next for the A's. High grounder into the outfield for a knock. 2 outs, runner at first. Digging in for Oakland, Miguel Andujar. In the air on the infield, Casas under it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take this one in a blowout. Quinn with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.